So guys, welcome back to the channel, and we're gonna get this engine bay ready to paint eventually.
Guys, this week only, MotionAutoTv.com. It's cash in every order week. So what that means is not only can you win the 700 horsepower Evo with the 10,000 cash, but we're also going to throw a little cash back your way with the merchandise, all right? Swipe up right now.
I know you guys know that Sean likes spot welds. That's just a given at this point.
I love them. What you guys don't know is how much I really love doing bodywork.
Oh man, I love having Sean out here in the shop. We were just talking a minute ago about like how much stuff I've been able to get done since he's been here versus, and like how far along on this project I think I would be if he wasn't here actually helping me with this stuff. So I told him probably not as far, obviously. Yeah. And I don't know how long it would have taken me, but probably a little bit longer.
Probably given up, buddy.
Maybe
you probably would have got mad and given up.
This might have been one of the projects that just got, you know, shelved, and I would have like bought 3 other projects and attempted.
You have everywhere.
I would have attempted to start on one of those, but hey, you know, leave a thumbs up on this video if you like Sean around. I know I definitely do. Now we are moving on to the engine bay department. So Sean went ahead and grinded down some of these welds from swapping in the Evo engine mount slash what is that? Fender well. The radiator support officially welded on. We just did the test fitting and stuff in the last video. So now it's basically prep the engine bay time, and once the engine bay is prepped, then we can paint it.
And then we can drive it.
So I'm really stoked about that. So yeah, I guess we're gonna throw you guys on a time lapse. He's gonna continue kind of smoothing out some of this stuff over here, use a little bit of filler, kind of fill some of this stuff, and we're gonna get it all ready to paint, and then so that way we can actually drive it. Alright guys, so Sean is over here getting all this stuff on there. Ready to go.
I'm pumped about it too.
Got all this stuff all welded on, ready to go. And I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but that definitely looks a lot better than it was gonna look. So I'm stoked about it.
Oh, yeah, I'm pumped.
I know you're pumped. Alright, so that's pretty much exactly what we're going for. So went ahead, grinded down, threw some filler on it, a little bit of primer just to make sure it looked kind of how it needs to look. Kind of the premise of this build is to make an OEM style Evo wagon, not like a show car, like anything crazy like that. So we're not like shaving or tucking or doing anything crazy with the engine bay. Essentially the engine bay is just kind of gonna look like a stock Evo. So you'll see, you know, heater lines, AC lines, all this stuff, power steering lines over here. You'll see wiring, fuse box, everything will be in the engine bay like it was intended to from the factory, because the point of this build was to build an Evo Wagon, not like a show car Evo Wagon. So we'll be able to drive this thing, yeah?
Yeah, soon.
So Sean got most of the engine bay scuffed, did a little bit of body filler work over here where we kind of blended in the 2 strut towers and put the Evo motor mount and all that stuff. The bad thing, and one of the other things that is actually holding me up about this whole project, is the height difference between this right here and the Evo one. So you can see this one is a lot taller, this one is a lot shallower, and basically what that does is give it more wheel well clearance. And so I don't have another strut tower. It would probably take a week or 2 to get these parts from the dealer and basically replace this whole strut tower situation, which I would like to, you know, move along with the project and get the engine bay painted, so that way we get the engine in it and then we could drive it. But one of the issues I wanted to do, or one of the things I want to do, was actually test it and see where it was hitting. So went ahead, threw a wheel up in here, and you can see that it hits right there on the very top, which I think that's normal, and then it hits right there. So I think worst case scenario, we could just not run the car very low. So doing some more testing, kind of lowered it down a little bit more. Actually, technically this would be like raising the car. So you can see, let me go ahead and turn it. I think we have enough clearance in there. The only big deal would be is if you hit like a big jump or something.
Listen, guys, don't click off this video.
But if I was hitting some big jumps, we might have some issues. But if we're just cruising around on the street, I think we'd be okay. I don't know. I think we're probably okay. Alright guys, so getting ready to paint this thing now. Got it all masked up, got all of the inside little holes taped up. Welded some more stuff over here, so that's all super solid. Welded the bottom of the radiator support down there. Really solid, got this thing all scuffed all the way around. You can see it's pretty dull. That's kind of what you want. You don't want any shiny stuff when you're trying to prime or paint or do anything like that. So engine bay is basically fully scuffed, looking really good. Sanded a little bit more right there where Sean did that body work. That stuff is looking good. So kind of the plan is I don't know what color I'm going to paint the engine bay yet, so I'm doing kind of a light gray epoxy primer over all this stuff. Do the wheel wells and all that stuff too, because over here there is this seam that we need to go back and seam seal. So we'll go ahead, epoxy prime everything under here, and then what we'll do is go back over it with the seam sealer, probably seam seal a couple little things in the engine bay, and then we'll actually go ahead and paint this thing. So yeah, just epoxy primer today, and that's about it. primered up in that gray epoxy primer. You guys know that's my favorite color. Yeah, the reason we epoxy primered it before we did everything was obviously there's a lot of stuff that was down to bare metal with all the welds and stuff on the radiator support. It's nice having it on the lift. I think this is probably my most thorough engine bay priming I've ever been able to do, just because it goes all the way up. Could get under the frame rails, up on the back side of this stuff, get up underneath all this stuff in there. So everything's got a nice solid coat of that stuff. Again, all the welds and stuff we had over here and then in here. In order to do the seam sealer, you can't do it over bare metal. Yeah, moving right along with this project. Let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna shorten this video up a little bit just so it's basically just priming this thing, because if not, it'd probably be another couple days until we actually had a video out for you guys. February 14th is the last day of cash and orders. So if you guys have not got in on that for the 700 horsepower Mitsubishi Evo 9 giveaway plus $10,000 cash. If you guys didn't know, every dollar you spent on MotionAutoTv.com is 2 entries. We're doing double entries right now, as well as cash in every order. Could get $1, you could get 100, but I'm gonna leave that at that for this video, guys. Appreciate you watching, and we'll see you later.